Good morning, y'all. Wiggle here. It's Thursday, February something. So what I'm working on is 33 cents a piece strawberry roots. Actually, it's pretty good. I got them at Wally World. Not bad roots though for the money. By the time you ship, and these are pretty proven variety all-stars, pretty good. And we're going to try to beat that. It says June bearing. We're going to try to beat that. And I think we will. So, made some compost. I got my old dirt out of my pots. There was apparently subsoil in the bottom of them. Just Virginia subsoil. But I kind of just dumped the pots in a wheelbarrow and mixed them up. And then the bottom of these pots, 2/3 of it is just straight compost, cow manure, hay compost. So I just filled the 2/3 of the bottom, and then I sifted my top dirt and put it in there. And it's kind of brown. It's not great looking, but I think it'll be fine. I'm also going to top dress it with some nicely sifted compost. So that will help it. So I like using these salad green containers. We do buy greens because we're not growing enough. I'm trying to change that. It's one of the things we never want to buy greens again, but the reality is it's just easier to just buy them. Because by the time you harvest them and wash them and all that, try to keep it just... We're working on it. We're working on it. So I love to save those green containers. They work really well. So I'm going to show you here. I have some old ones piled up that I found. So here is my 1/2-inch hardware cloth in a wheelbarrow. I put 5 containers in there. Here is my, this is from the top, the pots, kind of a mixed. Some blacker than others. We've got some brown and some black. So anyway, I just shoveled 2 scoops on there. Let me just do that. So I went ahead and put 4 scoops on there. This hardware cloth used to be fashioned where it would fit over a wheelbarrow, and well, this might not be the one, but anyway, I just kind of have it bent so the edges are not letting the stuff, compost, bounce out too much. I'm just using my hand. Usually we just shake it, and this is a little bit rough. 1/2-inch screen. You could do, sometimes I'll do 2. I'll do a 1/2 inch and I'll do a 1/4 inch. So anyway, you get down to your, you can, 2 people can grab that and shake it, and you can really, I'll have it where, let me just show you. I'll have it where you just shake it. Somebody keeps scooping it in, and all of your bigger chunks will just roll on out onto the ground. And I'm filling this up. It floods back this way. I have water coming back towards the structures because all of my fertility washing down the hill keeps silting up my driveway, and it quits flowing that way, it starts flowing backwards. So I got to keep building up soil to keep the soil from coming back this way. So anyway, you can see there's some stuff in there that's a little bit rough, but this is just for strawberries. So I just do that until they're full. The process I just showed you. Here. Stick with me. Be right back. So back in here, I've already worked on the strawberries some. These are quinoa. I put 3 in each one. It looks like there's 4, but I put 3. Maybe we put 4. I guess we put 4 in each one. I like these little containers because you can tell when you need to water them again just by looking at the bottom. I let it, I fill it up to there, and then I'll let it go down, and when it goes down, then I fill it back up. That's how I water most things. Strawberries like to get moist, but then they like to get dry. They like to have fairly moist topsoil, but they don't like wet roots. They'll die on you. So anyway, I've gotten, and I'll probably round up a few more of these. I buy them here and there. I mean, they don't hold up outside very well. They'll dry out and crack on you. They work better inside the greenhouse or in the house. But that's, and I also seeded some Miner's lettuce, Clatonia, in there, along with the strawberries. The strawberries I'll probably get transplanted out in the garden. Or I might save these and just take the runners and repot them as they make runners. I'll pinch the blossoms and just use these parent plants to keep making strawberry plants. So I'll just put a little pot and wait till it roots, just cut the runner off, and then you have a new plant. And then I'll take those out and plant them, just to keep just strawberry factory going kind of thing. So what I'll do with the strawberries, this is dry dirt too. You can tell it's super dry. It's okay though, we'll take care of that. So I get the little mounds. I'm going to be putting 2. If I have an extra big root, I'll put it somewhere else. So anyway, the idea is to find the top and then spread your roots out all around this mound, right on the circle. Just push them out all over the place and then bury it in place and leave that crown kind of sticking out the top. So that's pretty straightforward. I like doing a little mound thing. And here's our finished product here. And I like these because you can water them, and you can see there's no water standing. I just add a little water. See right there's a little dry patch. It's not quite enough water, so I'll give it some more water until there's no dry patches. But I don't want water sitting at the bottom because I didn't poke holes in these. I don't want to poke holes in them. So I'm going to do this to all my trays, and then I'll line them along here. See that little bit of floor space I've got? And I can put a few of my shallow containers up there along that. It's fairly narrow, but it'll work for strawberries for a little bit. For the shorter, like this size, I'll go ahead and show you. I'm sorry about the camera. So I'll put this just right there. And then when I start seeing it poke out, the advantage of putting it up high there is that obviously it stays warmer in the higher parts of the greenhouse than the lower parts. So that will really get them going. So, and these I can just water with the hose. I could just tell by, like, I'll give them an inch a week or something like that. Just fill it up an inch and then stop on each container. And that's my Clatonia cousin, that is chickweed. I'm just seeing how much we can produce, kind of like microgreens. I'll grow them up and just trim them off with the scissors, and we'll eat them, and then just see how long they keep rejuvenating, like cut and come again type thing. And I'm going to be getting my carrots planted in here today. So I'll put the seed in, and then I'll sift a little bit of fine, just a real thin layer of, I'll mix like some peat moss and some screened compost together over the top of the seeds. Put carrots in there, and then I'm also going to put various greens in, just so the carrots take so long to germinate and they grow a lot slower. So I'm going to put some greens in there and get them in and out while the carrots are maturing. So, and if we can, we'll just kind of keep on harvesting them and get double duty, because just sitting there waiting for carrots is going to take forever. And these nice deep pots will be great for carrots. So we will see how that goes. So I guess that's it for now. I've got about 25 strawberries to plant here, and I'll show you the rest of it when I get it. I'm going to have a nice day today, so I'm tackling the Ford, putting a lower control arm on our Ford 500, 2006 fancy model. Turns out with the loader I had to order some 5/16 compression caps. Couldn't find them. I went driving everywhere around here. Nobody has that stuff. It's either 1/4 inch or 3/8. I need 5/16 compression caps. So I order them on eBay, and they're coming. And once I have those, then I can test each of my injectors and figure out how many injectors I need to order. So I'm going to try to spend time outside today. It's just so beautiful. I'll probably work on some solar today. We'll see how it goes with the car. So I'll be back with you later. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all. Sure was a nice warm day, and it sure got out of hand. Got away from me. But here's the A-arm, lower control arm off of my Ford. You can see that bushing is just shot. You can see it wobbling around and all that. Ball joint still looks fine. Feels a little dry, but it's still fine. I guess that bushing's okay. So I'll save this. I want to show you. It had this notch in there. The one I bought had a notch over here. I had to grind a notch in it so it fit in the car. There's a little stud in the way. So I had to modify it rather than go through all the trouble of changing it out. And yeah, I didn't show much step by step on here. So I'll show you the deal though. Got it all jacked up. Using the tool car over there. Had all the stuff. I had all the tools I needed. I needed an 18mm wrench. I had to use an adjustable wrench, and that was kind of a pain. But all I did was take that bolt, 2 bolts here, and then I took the ball joint loose and left everything else intact. I'm thinking that this sway bar or whatever bushing is probably not very good here. And I bought a new link, but this is still pretty tight and all. Doesn't move that much, but I have the new link, but I'm not putting it in today. I'm gonna go ahead and order, here's the link. I'm gonna go ahead and order that sway bar bushing, and I'll get back into here sometime and fix that. We'll see if it's still rattling. So I just got to put the tire back on, put my new jack to use, using chunks of wood for safety for jack stands. I'm on gravel, emergency brake set. Use the old Milwaukee here, so we're in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna get the tire back on, see if it's still rattling. But we got it done before dark at least. Sorry, I didn't show much of what's going on. I'm gonna try to get this button back up and do a little bit of greenhouse work. So I'll be back with you in a little bit.